All right, good morning, everyone. You have tuned in to FarmGate and Census Update. Obviously, this is not Kent Wolf. This is Karen Stubbs out of the Center for Agribusiness and Economic Development. Kent had an engagement that he could not get out of that came up unexpectedly. So Karen, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you and welcome and good morning. And this is ANR Hour. And thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me and happy Friday, everyone. So since I was unaware until a couple days ago that I wasn't doing this, I don't have a formal presentation for y'all. So I just put together a bunch of links that I'm just going to go over. Some of them are FarmGate, directly related FarmGate, and then I'll also look at some of the new census data and their new query tool, as well as the quick stats. And then I have a couple other data sources to go over. So we'll just run through these, and then I can take questions along the way. And then if there's some like specific data that we want to look for, we can do that too if we have time. I don't imagine this taking the whole hour, so we'll just get started. And I'll start with the FarmGate website, which is this website. And if you don't have a login for FarmGate yet, just shoot me an email and I can get you logged into the site. So once you have a login, what you do is go to this survey tool.
Hey Karen, are you looking at something online right now?
Oh yeah,
Can you share your
screen over here?
Yeah, can you share your screen with us, please?
Oh, am I not sharing? I'm so sorry. I thought I had done it.
So down at the bottom, share.
Okay.
And then you will pick the one that you want to share with us.
Is it sharing now?
It is. There we go. We're good.
Okay.
There you are. Great.
Okay. I thought I had it. I guess I didn't click share, but I had it almost ready. Okay. So here are the links that I'm going to go over with y'all. And the first one that, FarmGate. So this is the FarmGate website, and this is the homepage. So when you get here, what you do is click the survey to log in with your UGA email, and then the password is always the county name. So we'll try to get into Applings. So when you're entering data, all the commodity groups will be over here on the left-hand corner. You'll click the commodity group that you want to start entering data for, and this is what is going to pop up. So you're going to be entering the data into the 3 columns that have the open fields, and the other columns that have data in them are going to help you with figuring out what you want to enter into those. So the acreage column is going to show you what you entered into your FarmGate last year. The state average yield is the state average yield for that specific commodity. And we also have the state average price column, which is the state average price for that commodity. So you'll enter whatever numbers you want to put in here, and you can also change them to better reflect what's going on in your county. So maybe we want to put 200 bushels here, and then your price, and you always have to click save at the end of each column. So that's pretty simple. The site isn't gonna let you enter anything zeros. So if it's just gonna say data, invalid data up here at the top. So it's always gonna make you enter something. So say that you accidentally entered this under corn, but you meant to put it on oats, and it's not going to let you enter zeros, so you still want to delete it. What you have to do is come over to this delete commodity, and you're going to go through and find row crops, corn, and click delete record, and it's going to delete that from your FarmGate survey. So, and the crop insurance government payments are already entered in right now for everyone, as well as this timber value is entered in. So you don't have to worry about those. Some of the prices for some commodities are still rolling in from the commodity specialist. So I'm updating those as I receive them. So if there's something blank and you have a question about it, just email me and I'll try my best to help you. I might be waiting on that email, but I'll get all those prices in as soon as I receive them. So the other new thing that is on the FarmGate site this year is this land rent survey. So it's the average cash crop or average cash rental rate. And then this other little part is the average farmland value. And this one, you're just entering your value into the field over here and submitting your survey. So this field is blank. The 2017 is blank because we didn't do this last year. So next year, the 2018 will be here, but for now it is blank. So that is entering the data into the survey console. If you want to look at different reports on the FarmGate site, you have to come up here to the reports section. And then there is 4 different reports you can look at. The first one is the commodity by commodity group report. And for this one, you can pick whatever year you want to look at. So maybe we just want to look at 3 years. You can pick whatever commodity group, 1 or multiple or all. Down here, you can select all. So maybe we just want to look at ornamental horticulture. And then you can also select all counties or just select ones. So maybe we want to look at just like these couple right here. And what it's going to pop up with is a chart that is going to show you the total commodity group value. So that's the commodity group report on the site. And then the next one is this one, the published annual reports, is going to take you to the CAED website. That's just going to show you the PDF format of the FarmGate. So all of those are up there back to 2012, and it's just the PDF version that we have printed copies out for everyone. So that is the published reports link. This next one, the county annual reports, is I think the most useful one when you're entering your survey data. So what you, this one is, let's just pick Hart County, and you can see the commodity or your FarmGate report for your specific county for the past year. So if you want to see what you entered last year, you can just click 2017 and it's going to show you everything that was entered for your county last year. So this prints off pretty nice. And then you can also download it as an Excel file. So as you're doing your report, you can come here and see what you're missing, what you've entered so far, what your total FarmGate value is coming out to be. That's at the bottom down here. And that is the county annual reports link. And then the last one down here is going to be by a commodity basis. So we'll look at 2017 since there's not a lot of 2018 data yet. And you can pick a specific commodity to look at. So maybe we look at beef cows, and this one is going to pop up with every county that entered beef cow data in 2017. And it's going to also show you a total beef cow number at the bottom. So that is one way to see what other counties have going on. Maybe you want to look at the price they entered. So that is how to look at the farm gate report on a commodity basis. So that's the farm gate website, and we can talk about there. For your farm gate survey, there was a Excel file sent out with FSA data, so that's going to help you. But there's a couple other sources that can also help you find out where all this data is. The first one is from the Department of Ag, and it is the Kelly Solutions site. So we'll check that out. And this is where they have all the licensing information for specific commodities. And so there's not everything's going to be on here, but there's a couple that you can search by county. And one of them is this live plant license. So what you can do is go under the plant protection division, and all the licenses that are currently active you can find them here. So if we look for by county, this link, and then search by specific county, it's going to pop up with all the licensed live plant dealers in Athens or Athens-Clarke County. So these aren't all applicable, but maybe some are. This one is a grower, so we could see what their contact information is, and it's also going to tell us the number of acres in here. So it says they have 22 acres of greenhouses, and it's going to, for all those growers, it's going to have this type of information, but it's also going to have their contact information, which can be useful also for getting data as well. So they have this type of licensing data, not only so this one is it says it's showing it for 2017 and 2012. So you'll be able to compare between years. So if we want to look at cattle and calves for 2017 Ag Census, it's just going to pop up as a PDF format, and it's going to be in these columns by county, which can be hard to read. So they actually have another tool that we'll look at, which makes it a little bit easier to just look at your specific county. And this compares the number of farms with cattle and calves, and it's going to show both of those census years. That is the just PDF version of the census, which can be hard to use. So they also have this new query tool, which is neat and new, and I've been using it recently. So it's going to compare the past 5 censuses, so the past 20 years. So the way to use this, there's 2 different ways. You can look at it at a commodity level and then at a county level. So what we'll do to look at a specific Georgia county is go under the state and county level data. Pick what kind of data we want to look at. So maybe we want to see the harvested cropland, and then pick our state and pick a county. So we'll just see where we end up. Let's see. So once you pick all the, once you pick your county, you just have to click over here, the update grid, and it's going to pop up with all that census data just for your county. So you don't have to scroll through those PDF versions of it. If you wanted just, oh, and from here, you can also download this as an Excel file. And if you click this view PDF right here, it's going to just take you back to that PDF version that we were looking at earlier for that specific topic. The other thing you can do is filter by commodity for your county. And so you have to come back out, and let's see if I can get it to clear all this. It doesn't look like there's a super easy way to clear what you're looking at. So let's see, I just went back to the first census table, county summary highlights. And from here, you can look at the specific commodity. So maybe we look at chickens, and that's popping up with chicken data for just Lee County. And if I wanted to change that to see the total Georgia, you just have to go back up and click this blank and then update grid again. Well, I guess we have to go do the click chickens again, and then it's going to pop up with all the Georgia data for that commodity. So that's a nice way to compare from the past years of census and like get away from those large PDFs and just be able to look at your specific county. You can also get to this query tool from where we were earlier looking at the PDFs. You just have to click the query tool next to the PDF, and it's going to take you back to that same database, and you'll be able to pick a county from there for that specific topic that you were looking at. So they haven't released these county profiles that I think are really, they're like a 2-page fact sheet, which is really neat. They haven't released those yet. That's going to be their release date for those is May 30th at the end of this month. But this is what the 2012 version of those looked like. So from here, you can either click whatever county you're looking for. So maybe we look at this one, And it's going to pop up with a 2-page PDF version of the summary for your county. So it's going to have everything on here. This one, the front page is showing you the percent change between the past 2 censuses. And then the bottom half is going to show you those commodities, the value for them, as well as your state rank. So those aren't out yet, but they will be later this month. And I think those are a great source for something quick and fast to look at. So we've looked at the main page, the Georgia Ag Census page, those county profiles, that new tool from to look at the historical data, and then the last is the Quick Stats site, which is super robust. It has the census data in it, and it also has the other surveys that NASA does throughout the year in it. And there's a lot of different ways to get data from this site. So we'll just play around with this for a little bit, and I'll show you some tips and tricks. So right now it's telling me over here that there is 41 million points of data in this database. So let's try to find something. So maybe we want to look at blueberry data. So you can always start at the top up here, but if you can also click any of these and it will filter out according to what you're looking for. So maybe I want to look at, I don't know which one of these I want to look at, but I know I want to look at blueberries. So I can come in here and find blueberries. And as I click around, it's going to filter what is available for blueberries. So now we're down to 76,000 records. So we want to keep going. I know I want to look at county level data, so I can click this specific geographic level. And it's going to update and tell me which states the county level is available at. So I'll do Georgia. And it's going to keep filtering down. You don't have to click something for in all of these boxes. So if I want to look at every county, I'll just not select a county. And then you can either select a specific year or leave it like it is. So if I just want to look at this, this is from the census, not one of the commodity surveys. So they just have it for 2017. So once I figure I want to look at just these 1,000 records, I can click Get Data, and it's going to load into this type of worksheet. So from here, it's going to show every single record for that blueberry data, and maybe you can sort it in different ways by clicking these top titles. So maybe I want to sort it by value. I want to see which county had the most blueberry value, and it's still, let's see. So that's confused. Oh, that's okay. I need to click it one more time to get the high value up there. And it's just showing me that this D is not disclosed information. So we have a ton of counties that have blueberries, but we aren't sure what their value is or how many acres it is. So maybe we look at another commodity that we know we can look at values for. So we can go back here, and if we want to just start all over, you can click clear down here, and we'll start all over. You can also type in to this keyword search, and it will narrow the filters down for you. So maybe we want to look at, let's see if I can find, maybe we just want to see what is available for cattle. It's going to pop up with what's available. So we click And we can narrow down the same way. Another way to look at it is maybe you want to see what's available just for your county. So if we're back to like we have cleared, we don't have any data in our any data selected, and you just want to look at your specific county, you can start from that. You can click county, Georgia, and then select the county, your county, and it's gonna show you what this is everything that's available, but maybe we want to see everything that we have for 2018. So right now, only cattle and corn is released for 2018. So maybe we want to see what was in 2017. So you can click around, and then if you say get data, it's going to show you everything that was reported to NASS for Dougherty County in 2017. These quick stat tables can also be downloaded as a spreadsheet. And then once you're in Excel, it's easy to like get rid of some of these columns that you don't need. And you can also do that when you're in the web page. You have to right click, and then you can hide like unnecessary columns, and it will help it will help you help it look a little better and help you be able to find the value that you're looking for. So you can download these as spreadsheets. You can print them. They don't look very good printed unless you only have a couple of data points, but they are printable. So that's the quick stats. And then I guess the last thing about quick stats is if you wanted to select multiple counties, if in this, you just have to click the control button on the keyboard and you can select multiple counties if you want to look at just specific ones and not all of them and not just one. And then to unselect things you've selected, you also just click control and click it again, and then it will unselect what you had selected. That is the quick stats page. And then the last thing I really have this morning before we get to questions. Oh, I have two more things. Okay. This last one from NASS, USDA, is this, the yearly county estimates. So for 2018, which is the season that we're reporting in Farmgate right now, they have these commodities available. And they'll probably release more as the survey season continues. So, but especially for cattle, this is a great resource. It's gonna show you those cattle numbers on a county level for 2018. And this is in the quick stats database as well, but it's also, this is a nifty, like quick PDF page that you can look at and just grab that number really fast. So those NASS reports that are those quick pages are available for cattle, corn, and soybeans, and tobacco currently. So the corn one is the same way. It's going to show you, it's by county, and then you could just look at your 2018 value over here. This last link is Georgia data. This is a database. It is based on the County Guide report, Georgia County Guide, and it's hosted by the Carl Vinson Institute of Government. So this is just a visualization of all of that County Guide data. So under here, you can look at the Farmgate data interactively. And it updates as you click around. So this dashboard shows you the whole state of Georgia. And if you hover, you can look at a specific county's Farmgate value. but you can also drill it down further. So if you just, so this is showing total farm gate. Maybe we just want to look at ornamental horticulture. You can just click around and it's going to change as you click around. So now this is the ornamental horticulture pie chart. And you can see how it's trended over time, that ornamental horticulture farm gate value. You can also look at this by county. So to delete one of these categories that you're searching by, you have to click up an X up out here. You can filter by county. So maybe I just want to look at Madison County, and it's going to show me the farm gate for 2017 for Madison, and then also how it's changed. That's my trend line for farm gate value. And then you can also change this chart to by commodity group. And this one is hard to see, but their other commodities have remained pretty static and low, while they have a lot of poultry and eggs. And you can change years up here if you want to look at the past data. And that is this website. You can, maybe you're working on a specific project and you want to, they have it filtered out by rural and urban, and also these service district or service regions. So this is a neat interactive site where you can click around and just play and see how your farm gate looks besides just looking at a number. So that's what I put together for y'all today with all those links. If there's something specific we want to look for, I'll be happy to help people look for something specific this morning, or if there's any questions, I'll be glad to help answer some questions, whatever.
Hey, Karen, will you send the list that you have there to Julie Lynn so she can forward that on to everybody, please?
Yes, I'll make sure that this gets sent out. Of course.
And one question I have is, in doing FarmGate, while you were talking, I was searching Kelly Solutions, and I have a sod farm in my county, but yet they're registered in Gordon County. And on the way, I just happen to know that information. I've come across that they're called Salicoa Turf, and their address is listed as Fairmount, but their farm is actually in Floyd County where they're growing the turf.
Okay, interesting. So when they're doing those licenses, they're doing it not based on the physical location. Okay, I didn't know that, but that's great to know. So I guess that's something to keep in mind. And we had that problem with the FSA data in the past. We realized that it was county reported instead of physical location of the crop. So we're now that FSA
before we sign off. Going once, twice. Paula says thanks in chat. Thank you, Paula. I guess there's no more, so we will we'll call it a wrap here. Karen, we thank you for taking time this morning to be with us.
Yeah,
And
thanks everyone. Have a good Friday.
You'll send your list to Julie Lynn. I'll get a hold of Paul and get the list in as well, and we'll have that sent out to everyone. I hope y'all have a great Friday, great weekend. Enjoy the rain. Maybe the storms won't be too bad for you. Y'all take care.
Thank you.
Thanks.